Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about Baltimore County principal schools who actually said some rich deceased things about Black people and all that. This actually happened in January, which I brought the video here, and there is an update on it saying that. Actually, as at that time that thing happened, he said it was an AI, right? So how were they able to identify that it was an AI immediately that thing happened? And now it's been pinned on somebody, which you are also going to find out when you watch the video. And why? According to the voice note, he recorded. I mean, Eric, he was caught saying that African Americans are dumb and the rest of it, and that they are not doing enough, and they have low test scores and all that. And why rant about a certain people, or trying to stereotype a certain people, right? As a principal, instead of looking for a way, I don't know if there is anything like that in the school, but instead of looking for a way to find a solution to the low scores that they are having, and I want to ask, why is it that it's always Black people that is always having low scores, or like they are always writing about Black people? Does it mean that it's not also affecting them? But you know what? Let's get into this video.
So this is a follow-up update in connection with the audio that was released in January, in which implicated that Principal Eric Eisworth of the Pikesville High School in Baltimore had gone on an anti-Semitic and racist rant. Well, like I said, this is an update. But before I get to tell you who was arrested in connection with this audio, I'm going to play a little bit of the audio for you.
You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful Black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his Black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick.
So, as I said, we have an arrest in connection with that audio. And it is none other than the ex-athletic director of the Pikesville High School, Dazo Darrell. And Dazo was arrested at the airport trying to board a flight to Houston, and he allegedly had a gun with him. So let's take a listen to some of the press conference that took place after Mr. Darrell was arrested at the airport with a gun, and see if we can get some insight onto why did he attempt to frame the principal of the school with an AI-generated racist rant.
On January 17, 2024, the Baltimore County Police Department became aware of a voice recording being circulated on social media. It was alleged the voice captured on the audio file belonged to Mr. Eric Eisworth, the principal at the Pikesville High School. We now have conclusive evidence that the recording was not authentic. The Baltimore County Police Department reached that determination after conducting an extensive investigation, which included bringing in a forensic analyst contracted with the FBI to review the recording. The results of the analysis indicated the recording contained traces of AI-generated content.
So let's get into why Darian here used AI to create this audio of anti-Semitic racial slurs to attempt to frame the principal of the high school.
Through their investigation, detectives alleged Mr. Darian, who was the athletic director at the high school, made the recording to retaliate against the principal, who had launched an investigation into the potential mishandling of school funds. Baltimore County detectives obtained an arrest warrant for 31-year-old Dazon Darian last night. Officers with the Maryland Transportation Authority took Mr. Darien into custody this morning at BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport as he was attempting to board a flight. He currently faces several charges, including stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, and retaliation against a witness. Mr. Darien is being held with the Baltimore County Detention Center on a $5,000 bond.
So there you have it. If anybody else heard what I heard that we're in trouble. The ex-athletic director of the Pikesville High School used an AI-generated fake racist audio to attempt to frame the principal at his school for opening up an investigation into his mismanagement of school funds. Yeah, this is trouble, but I'm invested and I will keep you posted as updates become available. Have the day you deserve.
Hey players, so a principal in Baltimore County schools is currently under fire after this leaked recording of him going on a racist rant has went viral. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's get into the latest. So Baltimore County Public Schools is currently investigating this recording that is allegedly the principal of Pikesville County High School, Eric Esworth. Now, Baltimore County Schools will not confirm if this is indeed him on the recording, but they have confirmed that they are investigating this despicable racist rant. So in the audio recording, a voice believed to be Principal Eric Esworth can be heard ranting about teacher inadequacies and low test scores of black students. He also complains about Jewish families in the community. He says that he is sick and tired of being sick and tired of Jewish parents complaining to him and that he's going to go rogue if they keep it up. He also stated that black students have poor test scores, and how could it be so hard for staff to get those scores up? He also complains about staff and says that he's tired of them and that he is going to make some stuff stick on a particular staff member. Y'all listen to this recording and I'll see you on the other side.
You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side.
After this video surfaced on social media, school officials sent a letter to parents saying that they are investigating, but they will not comment on Principal Esworth's current status, citing private personnel matters. Superintendent Miriam Rogers released a statement calling the recording deeply disturbing. She says, and I quote, "I understand how upsetting this recording is for many members of Team BCPS community. We will not tolerate disparaging remarks about any member of the Team BCPS community." Now, the Baltimore County executive also issued a statement on loose leaf paper saying in part, "Hate, discrimination, and prejudice have no place in our community, especially in our schools. The statements being circulated are abhorrent, and my administration is providing our fullest support to BCPS as they conduct a thorough investigation. Following the conclusion of this investigation, I know swift action will be taken to hold those involved accountable." Now, we don't have any insight on exactly where this video came from or who recorded it, but of course the internet streets are talking, and they are alleging that the principal was actually speaking with the assistant principal when he went on this rant. All right, players, so again, the Baltimore County Schools will not confirm if this is the principal on the recording. I'm inclined to believe that it is because they didn't say that it wasn't. I feel like if it wasn't, they would basically say, hey, that's not him, but we're investigating the situation. Also, they won't tell us the status of his employment. But this is a clear indication to me that that was definitely him on the recording. No, this is ridiculous at a hot boo shitty mess, but I'm not surprised. We have put people in positions of authority that should not be. If you have inadequate staff, you need to do something about that. If your students are testing poorly, then develop some programs. Do all that you can do to change it. And if nothing changes, then hey, your hands are clean. But then for you to sit here and try to blame skin color and just isolate the black students and the Jewish parents who are concerned about their students and their academic growth, I mean, it's just absolutely absurd. But players, I want to know what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mother reporting for the Black Accurate News.
I ran across this picture on my timeline. And at first glance, you're like, what's going on? Black man, white man. Your initial thoughts is, so this is Dejon Darian, a former athletic director at Pikesville High School in Baltimore. So apparently in January, seemingly the principal was making all types of racial slurs. And the soundbite circulated so much that BLM hopped into the conversation. You know what? Let's take a listen.
I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations?
Our Lord did with some very, very harsh words. But you see, the only thing is that Dejon right here was apprehended. And if you don't know what apprehended is, that means arrested. Attempted to board a flight in Houston, Texas. Why was he arrested? Well, he was stopped in the airport for having a gun on him in the airport. And when they stopped him, they found out that he had warrants in Baltimore. Well, what did he have warrants for? Well, it seems as though he was charged with disrupting school activities. And then you may ask, how was he disrupting school activities? Well, apparently he created that message using AI. So all the things you just heard in that video, Dejon made it up through AI. And again, my name ain't Paul, but I'm appalled. Got to be something in the water. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and sincerely speaking, I don't know what to say because I truly do not believe them. You all remember when this video circulated, a lot of people were mad, like, you know, at what he did. I mean, like, you know, when the video circulated, I mean, people went really crazy, black people and Jewish people too, like, you know, because he was calling black students dumb ass, like, you know, saying so many things and the rest of it. And I am really finding this hard to like believe that this is AI. I do not believe it. But why are they spending all this money, right, to prove this man innocent? But then we are still on it because this, to me, a lot of people during that time this video came out, a lot of people actually came out to also, like, you know, investigate and check around somewhere like this is not AI, right? That this is real conversation. And how come all of a sudden, and immediately that came, like immediately the video circulated, the school like issued a statement saying that it's an AI generated something, that it's not the man saying it and all that. So to this very moment, this happened in January, if I am not mistaken, and this is April, right? And they are still sticking that it's AI, and now somebody is about to pay for it. But then let's watch out and see, because this is more like an update and we are waiting to see and hear more. Why do I not believe? I sincerely do not believe this is AI generated. This sounds like a real human being, and this is human being talking. And not just only that, you could also hear, like, you know, sounds and all that, like in the background, that shows that there are people and the rest of it in. See, I don't know, but man, one thing is that when something happens and then it got to do with colored people, we probably may not get to hear about it again, and this might actually be the first and the last time we'll hear about it. But then I am still very much open to see what will come out of it, because now you all can see like a brother is already involved and all that investigations according to them are going on, and he's been arrested and the rest of it. So we look forward to hearing the real thing and the main thing and what happened. But then I want to ask, why is it that when something happens, like, you know, black people are instantly being blamed, or when something happens, like it's always the black people that are doing the wrong thing, or that are not progressing, or that are not doing well. It's never like, you rarely hear them calling themselves out or telling themselves like, we are doing this, or we are not doing good, or we are not doing fine, and the rest of it. But then you all already know what is going on. But yeah, this is what it is. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I see you all in my next video. Bye for now.